So guys, welcome back to my channel that is Still a Learner. In this class, we are going to discuss 9th class English workbook unit 10. Okay, so let's start. So first of all, we have given let's begin part. Okay guys, let's see this. Kathmandu is an excerpt from the travelogue Heaven Lake written by Vikram Seth. The travelogue is an account of his travel from China, Tibet and Kathmandu to India. Vikram said beautifully described the natural landscape, culture richness and diversity among people from region to region. Okay, so here, do you know, in this part we have given two questions. Let's see those two questions. Okay, first one, collect the information on similar judgments being taken in the context of river Ganga and discuss in class. Second question, talk about the conditions of Bagmati river in Kathmandu written by Vikram Seth. These two questions we need to answer. So let's see the first answer, and the answer is Swami Chidanand Saraswati, President, Paramath UNIT-10 Ashram in Rishikesh, put forward a proposal to declare the Ganga River as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The proposal was presented to Union Culture Minister Mahesh Sharma. The ashram believes that recognizing the Ganga itself for its cultural heritage would be an important step towards preserving the riverine system which supports 500 million human lives. Okay guys, this is the answer for the first question. Now we'll move to the second question, which is talk about the conditions of Bagmati river in Kathmandu written by Vikram Seth. And the answer is the writer saw some monkeys playfully running down to the river. A corpse was being cremated at the shore. Women were washing their clothes on the banks. Some children were bathing and playing in the river. Someone threw dried flowers from a window into the river as a writer watched. Okay, these are the two questions. Now we'll move to the next, means the text one, which is a passage, a reading comprehension. Okay, here one passage is given for you. You have to read it once or twice, understand it. If you understand it, then only you will be able to answer the given following questions. Okay, in exams also this type of passages will be given for you, taken from any lesson. That's why you have to read once or twice. Okay, these are the question we need to answer. Let's see the first answer. Means first question is tourism is about taking a tour. D, all the above. Okay, next B, by hiking in wilderness, the author means, answer is B, walk in the forest areas. Okay, let's move on to the third question. Okay, which is a cruise ship is called dash. Answer is C, a large watercraft for carrying passengers from one point to another point. Okay guys, let's see fourth question, which is what all activities do tourists engage in? And the answer is tourists engage in various activities based on their interest. Some like sightseeing, visiting friends, sunbathing, touring, etc. Those who are more adventurous indulge in adventurous sports. Some tourists are participants in a business conversation while some are on study tour. Okay, let's see the fifth question, which is what are the forms of transportation tourists use for visiting places? Okay, and the answer is tourists use different means of transport such as flying in a jet or hiking. They also use chair lifts at high altitudes, cars, motor coach camper, train, cruise ship, motorbike, or some other means of transport used by them. Okay, let's move on to the next passage, that is text 2. Here also one passage is given for you. Okay, you need to read it very carefully and attentively. Okay, then only you will be able to answer the given questions. Okay, so This is all the passage and these are the questions we need to answer. Okay guys, now we'll see each and every question and its answer. Okay, let's start. So the very first question is, the choose the following type is, why is Saturday described as the distinguished Saturday? Answer is A. Because the much awaited Saturday has come when the voyage has to start. Second one, who are excursionists? Answer is D. They are tourists on a leisure trip. Okay. Now we'll move to the third question, which is, what was the mood of the people on the ship? Answer is, the general mood of the people seemed a bit down. The travelers on the deck were wearing in unattractive costumes and had an air of sadness. It was drizzling and the weather made the scene even more gloomy. Okay. So fourth question is, what was the author looking forward to? Answer is, the author was looking forward to having a pleasurable trip as the program said so. However, the general aspect of his fellow travelers promised a gloomy excursion. There was a little or no excitement among them. Okay? Now we'll move to the fifth question. Here we have to do the match the following from A column to B column. Okay, here are the answers for you. First one is pier E, next deck C, next carriage A, next valise B, next mast D. Okay, let's see again. First E, second C, next third one is A, next fourth one B, fifth one D. Okay, these are the answers for this match the following type. Let's move on to the next Roman, which is vocabulary part. Okay, these are the vocabulary part we need to answer. Let's see first one. In the vocabulary, in the first Roman, we have given match the phrasal verbs from A column to B column according to their meaning. Okay, do you know what is phrasal verb means? So here we have to do it. Just see. Look for means search. Look up to means having a great deal of respect for a person. Next, look forward to means await eagerly. Next, look up means to try to find a piece of information. Let's see again. First D, second C, third B, fourth A. Okay, now we'll move to the second Roman, which is rewrite the following words by removing the suffix age. So, do you know what is suffix means? Suffix is nothing but what we add at the end of the letter. Here, each word is having a suffix. So, we need to take out the suffix which is age and rewrite again. So, carriage, after removing age, it becomes carry. Next, coverage. After removing age, it becomes cover. Next, hermitage. After removing age, it becomes hermit. Next, fourth one, marriage. After removing age, it becomes marry. So, let's move on to the third Roman, which is rewrite the following words by adding the suffix full. Here we have to do the exactly opposite of the above Roman. Okay, here some words are given. We have to add the suffix which is full. If we add full to the beauty, it becomes beautiful. If we add full to the color, it becomes colorful. Like this, duty, dutiful, revenge, revengeful, help, helpful, mouth, mouthful, mercy, merciful. Okay, let's move on to the next Roman, which is grammar. Okay, in the grammar, we have given tense. Okay, this is the passage given and we have given some instruction. So, first we'll see this one, after that we'll move to the editing part. So first what is given, just see. Read the following passage carefully. What is the event described in the passage? Guess when it take place. Underline and name the tense in the following passage. So here one passage is given for us. We have to read it very carefully and we have to tell when this passage, what this passage is described. Okay, what event is described in this passage and when it took place means when means we have to tell the tense of the occurred event here. Okay, so let's see the answer of this passage, means of this grammar part. So the answer is, a horticulture event is described in the passage. It is an ongoing exhibition or show. It must be taking place in the month of July or August. Okay, now we have to tell the tense, means when this occurred. Just look at the passage here. Is there in the first line, which is present tense. Then could is past tense. Then again coming to next paragraph, showcase is present tense. Then next paragraph, or is also a present tense. Then coming next paragraphs, here have been means present perfect continuous. Here has been is also present perfect continuous. Then was past tense, then are present tense, and last are. Okay, this is also present tense. In this way we have to write it down. Okay, let's see again. First present, then past, then present, after that present, then present perfect continuous, again present perfect continuous, then past, then present and present. Okay, this is the answer for this grammar part. Now we'll move to the editing part. Here one paragraph is given, means one passage is given from the lesson. What you have to do, you have to do the punctuation here. Do you know what is punctuation? Wherever necessary, you need to give the full stop, comma, inverted commas, capital letters, use wherever necessary. Okay, you can take the help of your textbook. Let's see the answer. So here I won't read it because you have to do it by yourself. Keep the textbook beside your workbook and check out the passage and carefully write it down here. Okay, don't do any mistake. Write it carefully. Each and everything you have to mention here, like colon is also given, comma is given, full stop, and wherever capital letters like names of film, place, people. Okay, like that you have to keep the capital letters. Let's move on to the next one, which is listening part. Okay, here one passage is given, a visit to Bhitarkanika. So what you have to do, you have to read it very carefully, or else one of your classmates will read it aloud in the classroom. You need to listen to it very carefully and you have to give the answer for this given questions. Okay, these are the questions you need to answer. Let's see one by one. The answer of first question is, first we'll see the question, which is, where was the author going? Answer, the author was going to Bhitarkanika Wildlife Sanctuary in Odisha. Okay, the second question is, where was the forest rent house? How did the group manage to get there? Answer, the Dangamal Forest Rest House was in the heart of the mangrove forest. They travelled on a steamer and later hired a motorboat. Third question is, which creature did they see first? Answer, they saw a large crocodile basking in the sun. Fourth question, what does the author mean by the magnificence of nature? Answer, the author is referring to the extraordinary beauty of birds and natural surroundings which enthralled him. Next, fifth question is, how are the kingfishers and the open-billed storks described? So, the answer is, the author believed that kingfishers were the stars of the show. The open-billed storks stood like soldiers witnessing the tourist roaming around. So, sixth question is, what were the cheetal deer and the wild boar doing when the motorboat went past them? Answer, the cheetal deer was grazing on fresh leaves. A herd of wild boar was spotted searching for succulent roots. Okay, guys, so these are the questions for this listening part. Now we'll move to the next Roman, which is speaking part. Okay, here in this speaking part, we are going to have two questions which we need to answer it. Okay, So let's see. In the first Roman we have given one passage. Okay, what we have to do, we have to prepare a speech and share it in the assembly of our school prayer. Okay, let's see this. Here, prepare a short speech on the following and share it in the school assembly. Okay, so let's just look at the answer of this. I'm going to read it, just listen carefully and write it down. Respected principal, teachers, and my dear friends, I am here to speak on traveling. Traveling opens up your heart and mind about the world. The delightful experiences that awaits a person when he travels often impart wisdom. People travel for sightseeing, for pilgrimage, for business, or personal responses. Traveling means leaving your comfort zone behind and getting into the unknown territory. It brings new challenges of language, culture, lifestyle, terrain that helps a person to learn something new and enrich their mind. It adds to a person's experience. It broadens our mind as we move beyond our narrow prejudice, ideas, and engage with different people and cultures. Traveling is educational as well as practical. It also brings us closer to nature. We appreciate the lakes, oceans, mountains, and sunsets more when we are traveling. It provides a break from our routine life to infuse our mind and body with fresh vigor. Traveling brings people from different countries, races, classes together. Sharing traveling experiences can help people bond better in social situations. People who travel with friends and families create memories that last a lifetime. Traveling is a training for one's soul as well as for body. It rejuvenates the heart and brings pleasure forever. Okay, guys, this is the speech what you should prepare. If you add anything, you can add or else copy paste the same. Okay, guys, let's move on to the next Roman. I mean, the next question of this same speaking part. So, second question is, the tourism sector can be aligned with the policies of sustainable development. So, the answer for this is, the tourism sector can be aligned with the policies of sustainable development. The tourism sector is thriving and it has become booming industry. Millions of people travel for pleasure as well as for business, and people are spending huge amount of money to ensure they have a pleasant trip. Sustainable tourism refers to the idea of visiting a place as a tourist and making an effort to learn a positive impact on the environment, society and economy. Okay? Now we'll move to the next paragraph of the same answer. Okay, so the tourist destinations often bear the brunt of high footfalls in peak seasons. There is an increased demand for goods and services, which leads to over exploitation of resources. This practice harms the ecological balance of the region as the resources are exploited ruthlessly by people intent on making a profit. Recently, the hill station Shimla was in news because of acute water scarcity in the region. Bookings were cancelled, business suffered, and tourists were stranded. It put focus on the importance of aligning tourism with sustainable development. It has become the need of the hour to use the available resources judiciously. Use of local resources should be prioritized and environmentally conscious business should get preferences. Tourists should also support and respect the local cultures and traditional values. It would build the path towards responsible and sustainable tourism. Okay, guys, this is the end of this speaking part. Now we'll move to the next Roman, that is writing part. Okay, here also we need to answer for these two questions. Okay, let's see the first question. What's given is, so here You have to create an advertisement of your city or state for promoting tourism. Okay, this is the part which you have to done by yourself. Okay, let's see the answer for this. So this is the first question answer. So this is the advertisement part. Okay, just pause the video and write it down. Don't make any mistake while writing. Okay guys, if you have any doubt regarding anything which wherever you are confused with, just comment me below. I'll just rectify your mistake. Okay guys, so let's move on to the second question, which is, here you have to write a paragraph describing about a journey, what you have been traveled. Okay, so here are the given steps for you, you need to follow, and here in the box they are given some phrases which are frequently used by the travelers. You can use these phrases while writing the paragraph. Okay guys, just see the answer. So this is the second question answer. Okay, here I am not reading this paragraph for you. You just write it down line by line by pausing the video. Okay, video will be there already on YouTube. Okay, don't be haste while writing, just be conscious while writing. Pause the video and write it down. Okay guys, okay guys, now we'll move to the last Roman, means last section of our unit 10. Okay, which is project work. Here in this project work we have given two questions. Okay, first question is this. Okay, now we'll see the answer of this first project work. After that we'll see the second answer. So just pause the video, write it down as it is. Okay, now we'll see the second question answer, and the question is this. Okay, here you have to create a map of your travel from north to east region. Okay, this is the answer for you. Just pause the video and write it down guys. Road trip to Sikkim from Siliguri. Okay, this is how you have to write it down. Whatever happened day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, and how many days it took from Siliguri to Sikkim. Okay, that all you have to write it down in this method. Okay, so I hope guys you all understood this class well and liked it also. If you like it, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. So do it, share with your friends also, because they also need to write it down. So help them by sharing this video and ask them to subscribe to my channel. And thank you so much once again. Bye bye, take care.